Forgive me if I have to put my glasses on. The sky is so bright and it's gonna make me have a migraine if I don't. You must heal that child inside of you that didn't grow up. When you were traumatized when you were a kid, that kid still lives inside of you. You have to remind him or her constantly that she and he is not you anymore because you're an adult now. This is one of my successful moments in my personal development journey. So that's why I'm happy sharing it with you, because probably some of you there are still trying to navigate that kind of journey, the childhood trauma wounds, or it doesn't have to be trauma, but I think if it still triggers us now that we're a full-on adult, I congratulate myself today because there's a very deep childhood wound I had that it almost triggered me today. So this was the trigger. I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw the girl who I used to hate because she triggered in me what my parents could not give me when I was little, because we're not that rich, we don't have a lot of money. I thought that I've already forgotten that incident, but obviously I haven't, because when I saw her picture there on Facebook, it's like, oh my gosh, this is the childhood in me who, that feeling you get bullied when somebody said to you you're ugly, something like that. Although it's not my story, it's just that she just made me feel less, that's all. But then again, I was thinking, why am I feeling this sorry? Because I'm happy with my life right now, and it took me so much energy and so much self out of control to control this urge to change my profile picture, to put something that says I'm successful, I'm happy, this is my life right now, just to prove to someone that I am not that poor little girl anymore. I'm sure there's some of you there who's got these moments where, I have to go to the reunion so that everybody will see how many cars I have, how big my house is, how successful I am. And we all have that little ego. And I'm not saying that it's bad. It's natural to men, to humankind. I mean, it's just that we're talking about childhood triggers. It's funny now for me that I'm sharing this because I'm so proud of myself that finally I have overcome it by not posting anything in Facebook just to make that person feel that, I'm not poor anymore, something like that. This reminds me of my experiences before that, sometimes when we get triggered, it doesn't have to be, you heard about projection? When we're projecting our childhood triggers to somebody, like for example, I had this ex-boyfriend of mine. He used to like ghosting me, and it triggers my childhood wounds. I think I've shared that before. That's my mother's punishment from me when I was young. And so every time this ex-boyfriend of mine will ghost me, oh my freaking gosh, I become a dragon, literally. Like, I get so angry. That's what I meant about when people trigger us and we project our anger to them. It means that example with my ex-boyfriend, a lot of us, I'll give you an example, maybe you're not aware of it. Like we're going to a party, right? And we know that somebody's there. So probably that person used to think that you were poor, right? So what do? Make them feel like you're not poor anymore. So you get the biggest necklace you have or the biggest jewelry or gold just to let him know that you're not poor anymore. So something like that. I'm guilty myself that I have those kinds of moments where I just have to prove, that I am not that I am enough, over proving myself. That's the term, over proving. And so that's why it's a big day for me for overcoming my childhood wounds. And I hope someday when you get angry at someone, or you're wondering why am I so angry with this person, when it's like an irrational anger. Like there's no need for a huge drama about it, but why are you having that moment? It's because there is something that's triggering you and you're projecting to that person. So you need to, when you have these moments, you need to have silence and you need to ponder. You need to think, why is this happening? And it's good when you're aware that it's happening, because you can heal it. The more you think about it, you expose yourself to feelings like that until the pain lessens. We call it in dentistry desensitize. Like if, for example, children, you need to desensitize the kids, before you, maybe if they're so afraid of the dentist, you just have to make them feel less afraid. Like the first visit is just to look around everything, no need for dental procedures, that let them be familiar with it. And ChatGPT said it's called exposure therapy. So the more you expose yourself to something, the less you become, afraid of it. So expose yourself to the things that used to piss you off, that used to trigger you. Probably next time you ask yourself, why am I so angry? And you discover what is it that makes you tick and why. A first awareness is the first step of healing whatever it is that you're healing from.